the president just a few days ago gave a new figure on the number of people who are using drugs. He said 7 to 8 million people, Filipinos, are now into drugs. That's double the previous estimate given by the president, which was also an increase from the previous estimate of PIDEA then and the DDB then. Where's this coming from? Ba't biglang dumoble?
Congratulations po!
I thought we were winning the war on drugs, or we were making an impact on the war on drugs.
That is right, Ed. We are winning the war against illegal drugs. We are the campaign against illegal drugs has been found to be effective, and this has been proven by the recent SWS survey that 7 out of 10 Filipinos believe that the number of drug users has decreased, and this is based on the testimony of the Filipinos themselves. As they observe in their families, in their neighbors, and in their communities. So we take it as a positive indication, affirmation that the war on illegal drugs is effective. And yes, the president has pronounced that the estimate of the illegal drug users is now around 7 to 8 million. Mm-hmm. Well, there's no contradiction, actually. An estimate that has been made by the president, we are inclined to believe that he has a basis on claiming of such estimate.
Ano po yung basis?
Well, the president, as we have said, the president has a wide access to information and intelligence, and so based on that, he said that the number of users, and maybe even those influenced by illegal drugs, has now reached 7 to 8 million. But of course, that is an estimate.
Yes, sir.
But based on the PNP as investigative body, we always rely on verified number and information. And yes, until sir. Now, we have not yet made a kind of verification, because it's very hard to
of this number
come up with a verified number of how many millions.
Yes,
so
sir.
we need to have a survey, maybe.
But one would think that the president would base his information, his public statements, on information given to him by, for example, the PNP or PIDEA. But it appears that both organizations, both PNP and PIDEA, which are at the forefront of the war on drugs, were taken by surprise by the president's statements. So sino pang maaring panggalingan ng kanyang intelligence estimate na bago?
Well, the whole government structure could be the source of the president. That's why he claimed that it's around 7 to 8 million now. But we take it to mean that he is just emphasizing also the war on illegal drugs. That this is a serious problem that we have to face together as a nation. So I think this is a good pronouncement of the president, and we take it also as a challenge for us to perform more, do more, and produce results.
But policy-wise, where does this take you? Because on the one hand, as you said, the SWS surveys say ang pakiramdam ng mga tao actually bumababa ang incidence ng drug use, no? Or the presence of drug addicts and pushers in their neighborhoods, in their communities. You would think that that kind of a sentiment or a reality would lead to, let's say, a policy that says, okay, now maybe we can address this in a different way. On the other hand, the president says, hindi, gumagrabe. And therefore, he says the policy direction should be harsher. Dapat mas matindi, dapat mas, in his own words, maghanda kayo, mas matindi to. So, in which direction are we headed now?
Well, that's a good assessment, Robbie. So that means there will be a shift on the strategy also. We'll be focusing now on the supply side. The drug syndicates, the suppliers of big volume of illegal drugs, will be focusing on those high-value targets and not anymore on the street users. Because as proven by, or as shown by the SWS survey, the number of users has decreased. So, meaning the war on illegal drugs has been very effective insofar as reducing the demand side. So now, this time, we'll be focused on the supply side.
The president is saying that's not true. The president said the demand side actually went up.
Well, we take it to mean that the campaign against illegal drugs will be very intense and very vigorous, so that we'll go after the suppliers, especially these international drug syndicates. As we have seen lately, that we have recovered a lot of cocaine along the shorelines and from the eastern seaboard of the country. And that's part of the threat of illegal drugs coming in. So our focus now, well, based on the pronouncement of the President, that we should be very intense and vigorous, we'll focus on the high-value targets, focusing on the supply side and the big drug syndicates.
The President also said it will be a harsher war. I mean, he's reacting to human rights concerns, of course, but he said this will continue, it will be harsher, he will be tougher. What does it mean exactly? Does he issue instructions to the PNP?
Well, we know the President, how he emphasizes things. Right? When he wants something to be done, he tends to, put emphasis on his words.
I think what
right?
people want to know is whether there will be intensified operations involving killings of drugs.
Definitely, we will conduct our operations against illegal drugs following the mandate of the law, with respect of rule of law, respect of human rights, and the value of life. We will stick to that because that is our mandate.
Is it fair to say, sir, that if the police, and we have no reason to doubt its sincerity, but if the police says that, respetuhin natin ang rule of law, rules of engagement, we will do things by the book. Is it fair to say that moving forward, notwithstanding what the President said, that it will be harsher, that one indicator of success should be that percentage-wise, the number of people getting killed should go down?
That is correct, and that has been proven in 2018. The number of deaths in anti-illegal drugs operations has significantly decreased.
In terms of absolute numbers. But
right.
In terms of, as a percentage of operations, bumababa rin po ba yun?
That is correct, because we are now emphasizing the procedures, the standard operating procedures, the rule of law that we should follow, and the rules of engagement, and the respect for human rights and the value of life. So we hammer that in the minds of our personnel conducting anti-illegal drugs operations.